Welcome to Stuck, Time to Improv. I'm Mary Scott with Business Riff, and I want startup businesses to be wildly successful. Today, we're going to be talking about marketing materials with David Vasudevan, who's
Perfect.
from Digisltate Incorporated. Dave is a marketing guru, and he's going to talk about what your basic marketing materials should be when you're a startup. Welcome, Dave.
Thank you very much, Mary. Appreciate you having me on your show this morning. And definitely, yes, you're right about the marketing materials. When people start the business, there are so many things that they stumble upon and not sure as to what to do or how to do. And the service that you're offering for your viewers, it's simply fantastic. And I'm happy to share that information with your viewers. And I can also walk them through the process of what needs to be done, what is the right method to do, and how they can get the proper mileage for the work that they want to achieve.
Now, a lot of startups seem to start with a logo. Is that the way to start, or is there something else you need to think about first?
First thing, what I would recommend everyone is to have a business plan first. That is the most important thing. Number one, everything has to be well planned. It's like when we want to cook something, we have a recipe with us and we make sure all the ingredients are measured correctly and cooked properly. Likewise, we should also treat this the same way. They should always have a business plan to begin with. Yes, then comes the logo. Logo is the face of the company. And the logo that a person designs, in fact, I would recommend that not to use any clip art image and call it their logo. Their logo should be expressive. It should talk about what their company is, and it should be suggestive. The moment someone sees a logo, it should be intriguing. Hey, what does this logo signify? What could it be? Could it be this or could it be that? That kind of a stuff. That is very important. It is not just the logo. They should have the entire corporate identity kit in place. Right from the logo to the letterhead, to the business card, to the number 10 envelope, mailing label, and the whole works. Because when a communication from that person goes to their client, every single communication, the moment they see, it should be an involuntary thing. The moment they see, hey, this is so-and-so company. When we see Business Riff, hey, this is Mary's company. And the slogan also has to be coined along with the logo. That is another important thing. So certainly, yes, logo takes priority.
Okay, what are some of the other first pieces of marketing material that startups need to have?
Along with the logo and various other stuff, business card and other things, certainly one should have a good website. Because when a person communicates with someone, what they tend to do is they just go to see if it is a legitimate company or if it's a company that they can do business with. They check the website. So website is another important marketing aspect. And to me, I always tell my customers, whether a human being reads a website or not, Google does. So for Google, I recommend all my clients to have a blog post and write content on a weekly basis. And those are the blogs wherein they can bring in all the keywords that describes their company. So that is how they can try to get an organic traffic to their site and make use of all the social media to marketing like Facebook, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, and all the stuff, TikTok. There are so many other media which they can make use of. So a small company, when they are starting up, they don't have to spend big at all. They can try to make use of all these free sources that they have and then help themselves with their marketing. But definitely, I would recommend anyone to go to a qualified professional designer who has experience and knowledge in what they do. And when clients come to me, basically they trust me, and when they come to me as a professional that they trust, it's my responsibility and duty to make sure what is right for the company.
And when you're looking for a designer, is it important to find someone who understands your industry or has a style that kind of matches the kind of style you want to have?
As a designer, designers are dreamers. So they should be able to dream anything for their client. So it's basically how well they listen to the customer is the most important thing. Because, and also the designer needs to be able to question the client to make sure There might have been certain points which the client themselves would not have thought of. So when they converse with the client, these are the questions and the interaction that happens. Based on that, the designer comes with a conclusion as to how a logo can be designed and what kind of a color that can be done.
What I was thinking more about is that I know a lot of designers, and some of them are much more flowery and soft and pastel, and they're the good designers if you're a coach, if you're a transformational coach. If you're a high-tech person, or you've got some kind of digital app that you're working on, you might want to pick a designer who's a little more experienced in the tech aspect of things, a little more modernistic with their style, right?
You're right on the money, Mary. You mentioned the point absolutely correctly. This is what the person, when they choose their designer, that's what they need to look for.
Going a little further here, what other kinds of marketing materials should people be thinking about?
For the starters, I would see anything that is free, make use of those. See if you can go to your local grocery store and put in a flyer. That is also marketing.
Right.
Go to Starbucks and various other places, see if they can let you keep your business cards there. These are all the way you publicize. This is also a part of marketing, because small to medium-sized companies or people who are starting fresh, we cannot expect them to have deep pockets and do like the big corporations do.
Right.
So make use of anything within their power and anything within their budget to publicize as much as they could. But before everything, they should have a nice, seasoned, experienced designer to come up with ideas and give them what they want.
Right.
Because
so it's important that marketing is not just digital. Even if most of your customers are in the digital area, it's good to have really live and in-person stuff out there, like brochures and flyers and business cards. There's still a place for that stuff.
Yes, there is.
So very, very briefly, do you want to talk a little bit about how to choose promotional items?
Yeah, the promotional item that we choose and give is basically, as the saying goes, out of sight is out of mind, right? So we meet someone, talk to them, and then after that, if you don't see, maybe it might take some time for them to remember. So let us assume you're giving a pen to somebody. As long as the refill is full, they'll remember you after the pen is gone. So when we think of promotional products, it has to be material or the giveaway, cost effective, budget friendly. At the same time, when you give that to someone, they do not give it to someone else or throw it away and forget you. So I just jokingly tell people, here is my mug on my mug. So those are the type of stuff that we need to look for, which has long-lasting impression. Stretch the advertising dollar.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much, Dave Vasudevan from Digislate. These are really good tips for people who are starting a new business, and you need to have marketing materials.
Absolutely.
So I'm Mary Scott with Business Riff. Book a synergy call with me to find out what kind of resources I can help you with, because I want you to be wildly successful. And join us again for Stuck, Time to Improv.